How you doing today, guys? Welcome to Cryptoismyretirement. This is you watching me on my journey to $10 million. Now today, we have a very interesting subject. This is definitely related to cryptocurrency, but I'm letting you guys know right now, we're witnessing the biggest wealth transfer of all time. I know I said that a million times, but the reason why you need to understand that because it's going to be a fucking crime scene. There's going to be people trying to kill each other. There's going to be wives ending marriages for no reason because you know what she wants to do, what the fuck she wants to do. Kids are going to be looking at you different. Oh my God, I can inherit this wealth. This is going to be a travesty. Now today, I came across a video by my boy Matty G. Shout out to my boy MattyGTV. He had a great video, man, and I want to have a breakdown. I want to do a reaction to this video. So let's see what he got to say.
Go to divorce your wife before XRP hits the stratosphere, and that was a serious video. You know, it was a bit of a joke, but at the end of the day, it's a very serious video because if your wife's not treating you properly, now don't expect her to start treating you properly after XRP hits the stratosphere. If anything, she's just going to divorce you and take all your money, which moves me on to my next point. Don't ever take your ex back after XRP hits the stratosphere or any of your other cryptos. If you get lucky in one of these other scam coins or one of these DeFi projects.
That's right. That's so right. You know, I'm pretty sure if you're watching this right now and you're a single individual, if you've been in cryptocurrency for a nice little minute, you have been telling your lady, telling them what's going to happen, and you know, I think the reason why they jumped ship or they left is because they don't understand what's going to happen. Because they'd have been in position, you know, to check that bag, then bounce. But unfortunately, certain people are short-sighted; they're not long-sighted. So let's get back to what he was saying.
Don't take your ex back. She's there for one reason, and it's to manipulate you and take all your money. Dude, you need to be real about this. It's to take all your money. So yeah, I remember last time I got an XRP at like 16 cents. I went on a parabolic run, and I remember all my exes started coming back. It was like in a coordinated fashion. It was like day after day after day. All my exes were hitting me up, and I would say I couldn't understand what was happening. But you know, I'm not stupid. I knew exactly what was happening. They knew the writing was on the wall. Word was starting to spread that XRP is the new world order. Everything I was talking about at 16 cents was coming into reality. And they started to realize that. And you know, these girls aren't stupid. They've got their eyes on you. They're keeping tabs on you. They're getting dicked by all these different guys right now, and think that they can just waltz back in your life.
That's right.
After XRP hits the stratosphere. Just convince you that they actually do care about you, which they don't. Women don't care about men.
No.
Men are a means to an end. They're either using you to divorce you and take all your money, or they're using you to reproduce and have children.
That's it.
And then once they've received those benefits, they're probably 9 times, well, I don't know what the official statistics are, but more than half of marriages end in divorce, and more than half of marriages, I believe it's over like 80%, are instigated by the woman wanting to leave because she knows that in court she's going to get all the money, 90% of everything you have.
This is a real serious, this is like a red pill type of content. I love red pill content. I love red pill content in the perception of cryptocurrency. Now, I'm fortunate enough to, you know, not be married at the moment. No one can take my wealth. All my wealth is with my child. But these are reminders, because if we don't run across nobody now that's down, that's shooting with us in the gym, that's a part of our journey now, it's going to be very hard to trust anybody within the next 6 to 12 months, in my opinion, when our portfolios are going to 20x. You're talking about 50,000 with 20x. You're talking about millions of dollars wealth overnight, to the point where it'd be insane for you to marry someone after you're rich and after you know, your life differently. It's going to be just insane. So let's continue hearing what he has to say.
So, not just the 90% of everything you have, but then she's going to be on a retainer the rest of your life. A monthly retainer. The rest of your life on child support while she goes in and dicks all these guys, sucks off all these guys, and relives her lost youth or whatever buzzword they're using next decade. They've got a different buzzword all the time. They use a different buzzword to make men in their place cemented as beneath them. Remember, as a man, you are beneath a woman. Don't fall for the feminism narrative. Everyone knows you are beneath a woman, and that women are, from society's viewpoint, better than you in every single way. Doesn't matter how many millions of dollars you've made. Doesn't matter how many lives you've changed. Doesn't matter how many people have came to you crying that their life has been changed because of you. Just a woman, just a young woman, even if you've accomplished all this stuff, even if you're like Steve Jobs, Apple, or Mark Zuckerberg, like even just some random hot woman that's never done anything, never helped anyone other than getting on her back and opening her legs.
Oh.
She is viewed by society as more important than you. If you were to die, you'd be replaced tomorrow. If she was to die, she would be replaced tomorrow. But there would be a big hoo-ha song and dance for her, how she was the best thing that ever lived, all over the mainstream media. She was the best thing that ever lived, and the world is so upset that we don't have this random hot girl that's never done anything for anyone except get on her back, spread her legs. So you need to be very cautious, guys. I know I'm not a marriage counselor or relationship counselor or anything like this, but I understand how people think. I understand women.
He's not lying, man, because, you know, you can be literally going to work, busting your tail, reading, doing everything you have to do, but the way society is engineered, you know, they're in their phones and these screens for hours and hours and hours, and then when they bring the screen down, they realize that the same excitement that's in their vision when they're looking at the screen, like the computer or the phone, it's not reflecting their reality, and it makes them second guess, you know, the situation. And this is not just every woman, this is just the psychological aspect of people. And we're going to gain wealth, fellas. We're going to gain wealth, ladies. Do not lose your crypto. Do not lose your position. I'm being honest with you. If there's another situation that could get you wealthy, please put in the comments. But if you know that crypto is your retirement and crypto is your opportunity to become wealthy, then we need to position ourselves to protect our wealths. That's why it's important to have a ledger. There's going to be people that's going to be killing each other over their ledger because it's going to be decentralized. Imagine having millions of dollars on a flash drive that Coinbase cannot prove. No one can prove. It's going to be a crime scene.
My mother was extremely honest with me about her intentions for these men. And I watched her mug off a few guys a lot of money. And it's very sinister, the way they think and the way they talk behind these men's back. And just don't fall victim to that. Make sure, if you can't find someone before XRP hits the stratosphere, you need to just know that your chances of being in a successful relationship, an equal give and take relationship, are gone. They're gone. So you need to completely switch your mindset after XRP.
That is wild. Like, imagine going from 0 to 100. You know what I'm saying? And you know this, because I'm already watching it in my life. Like, before I started my channel, I was just quiet. You know, people really didn't care as much. But when I started my channel and people started seeing how I live and like, damn, he's not working, what's going on? Like, and they start seeing like, oh my God, he's at these buildings, he's doing this, he's with this girl, he's doing that, he's living the life that I want to live, he looks happy. And when people start seeing that, everybody's coming out the woodwork. Hey, what's up? What's up? And then they really want to suck my sources, you know, my information, my resources. When I actually charge for this type of stuff, I charge for consulting. I know we're on YouTube right now, but in the city I live in, I do consulting, I do Zoom meetings, I do all type of stuff to get people portfolio properly, to get people decentralized, to get people with a bigger perspective. Because this is, there's techniques and methods. If you know that if you have a mentor you have a mentor, it's easier to navigate through these situations, to call people instead of learning, putting hours and hours and hours. And people have jobs, people don't have the time. So if regular people are leeching your information and trying their best not to pay you, even though they're gonna pay the weed man, they're gonna pay the fucking Adidas, they pay the iPhones, don't even argue. But when you're talking about helping somebody change their whole life, their 5 years, 10 years, they would shortchange you. They would find a way not to pay you to give it to them. It's insane. It's a travesty. It's a crime scene. So when this woman knows, or this partner knows that, man, this motherfucker been getting on my nerves. They're not looking as good as they want to. I'm tired of cheating and she not knowing. I just want to get it over with and get this money. They're gonna do whatever it takes.
XRP has stratosphere. And just know that you're not dating anymore to find a woman to be with long term, because she as soon as you piss her off once, she's gonna try and force you into the marriage. Then she's gonna start acting real bitchy, pulling away, sucking off other guys, the whole 9 yards. Everything, all the problems you're dealing with right now, it's gonna be like that when you're married as well. Honestly, ask any guy that's married. It doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better. In fact, it gets a lot worse. And you thought your wife was getting mad D before you got married. Just wait till after you get married, and then she'll turn it round on you. It'll all be in the court system. She'll get all your money.
Imagine that. Like, imagine, you know, the girl that you was with, but you grinded out with it, and you know, she looks pretty good, but now she's like, you know what? He has money and he's barely have time for me, and she's going to be the woman that she wants to be. She's going to go out to all the men because now she has the money, so she's going to be able to live her personal fantasies. She's going to be like, man, I always wanted a nice light-skinned guy. I always wanted a strong, tough, buff guy. And she's going to fulfill her fantasy just like, you know, men do as well. And unfortunately, it's going to be at the whim of your wealth. They're going to take your wealth, and she's going to fuck all the guys and suck off all the guys that she always wanted to suck off. And she's going to suck them off and fuck them the way that she always wanted to. In the pool, in Jamaica, everywhere she wants to go. Everywhere. Because XRP went to the stratosphere.
So you need to really understand that this is why high stakes men never get married, never settle down. Because they remember before they were multimillionaires and billionaires that how these women were acting. And then suddenly they change all at the same time. Like, literally, all your exes will appear at the exact same time in a coordinated, sinister attempt to take your money. They'll all appear at the same time, thinking that they're special, thinking that you'll make special arrangements just for them. And these women, they wonder why they're 35, 40, 45 years old, and they don't got no man. And they'll tell you, I could have been married so many times, blah, 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 excuses, excuses, excuses. Here's the reality, man. The guys that wanted to marry them weren't up to what they perceived as their level.
That's right.
And here's the level. Here's the honest level for the average woman who has never done anything for anybody. I'm talking like an 18 to 25-year-old average woman, average appearance, maybe above average appearance. This is her criteria, a legit criteria. You need to be between 6'3" and 6'5". You need a 12-inch dick.
Oh.
You need to make $5 million a year. You need to live in a mansion with a pool and 10 cars. And they actually think that these kinds of men want some average woman that's never done anything for anybody.
No ma'am, no sir.
And here's the thing, like a lot of these average women, they think, oh, I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna have a career. I'm gonna improve my life. I'm gonna be like a man. So they start displaying all these masculine qualities. Like, you can't tell them to shut up, and they actually shut up. They nip back, as if they're a fucking man. No, that's not how this is supposed to work. Especially if you're making millions of dollars, dude. If you're making millions of dollars, you can't have a woman that when you tell her, if she's got nothing, dude, If she's offering nothing except what's in between her legs,
Right.
no offense to all your women out there,
No offense.
but that's
either.
the reality. For 90% of your women are offering nothing except what's between your legs. If all you're offering is what's between your legs, and he's making millions of dollars a year, can change your life, and you're nipping back to him when he tells you to shut up, I mean, it's not going to fly with any guy that's actually produced all that success by himself. There's just no chance. So women, you need to really drastically lower your standards. You need to think about it like, what kind of guy is your mother with? Probably some average loser. That's the kind of guy you're actually able to get. And don't let Instagram or all these guys you're shagging, don't let that deter you from reality. You might be able to shag these guys. You may be able to suck these guys off in the club on the weekends.
Right.
But these guys don't think about you.
They don't.
You're not even on their radar. You're just a blowy on the weekend.
Jesus.
So, ladies, if you want a high value guy, you need to find this guy before he hits his peak. Because I'm telling you now, if you maybe sleep with him a couple times, keep him on your radar while you go and bang all these other guys. Keep him on your radar, waiting for him to be at his peak. I can guarantee, I know these guys, dude. I know these guys. I can guarantee you, they're not going to want you after they hit the stratosphere.
He's not
I
lying.
mean, what kind of self-respecting guy goes back to one of his exes after he
He's
hits
not
the
lying.
stratosphere? One of his exes didn't even want him when he was on his way.
That's right.
Girls, you girls are so delusional. You girls really need to start making friends with girls that are like 30, 40, 50 years
lying,
old,
man.
and ask them. You need to find these girls that are single. Ask them how they behaved when they were your age. And explain to them your different situations. Like, oh yeah, I'm seeing this one guy, blah, 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 blah. Explain to them your different situations and see what their advice is. And whatever they're advising you, do the opposite.
That's right.
Because they're probably going to tell you, oh, you're young, see your options, sleep around, get mad dick. How is that working out for them? How is that game plan working out for them? They seem to be alone cat ladies. Cat ladies. And then all the career-driven women. How's that working out for them? They've got their career, they're miserable. They have no children, they have no man. They're miserable. So guys, after XRP hits the stratosphere, I mean, it's just gonna have to be like, you're gonna have to see, like almost what I'm doing now. Like, you see them for a couple hours, then they go. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember before I was MattyG, before I was popping, before I was getting tens of thousands of views every single day.
Right.
None of these girls would even respond to my shit. Now they're all over. Whenever I meet these girls on Tinder, and basically my Tinder setup it's insane. It's absolutely insane. I've got my Lambos.
I'm gonna stop MattyG on that one. I don't want to make it too long, guys. But look, I'm gonna get my conclusions on this. Get ready for the biggest wealth transfer in human history. And when I mean get ready, get your positions ready. Get your positions. If you are married, you need to really think about your situation, because it might be smarter to divorce now before these coins go to the absolute stratosphere. So if you do have wealth of $200,000, you got 2 properties, it might be best to, take care of that now, because when these cryptos get out of here, she's gonna have so much wealth, and she's gonna be wanting everything, because she's gonna have enough wealth for her kids, and her side guys, kids. This is not a rant. This is just the reality of living the life that we're living. We're future millionaires, multi-millionaires. We hold long enough, we're billionaires. I'm never selling my XRP. I'm never selling my Flare. That's going to be my passive income for the rest of my life. The rest of my life, I'm never selling it. That's how valuable cryptos are going to be. The utility is going to be so serious, there's no reason to sell anything. There's no reason. You're going to be living off your passive income for the rest of your life. You're going to be a king. You're going to be a queen. This passive income is going to be, you're going to be able to pass this down. Imagine if right now you could print out $500 a day. That's in game. That's already in game. Then imagine, you know, you do this for years and these coins appreciate. Now it's just like you're just living off your money. You're living off your interest. You're living off your digital assets in your possession. So on that note, crypto is my retirement. You guys get your minds together. You guys get your hearts together, because she's not going to come back when these prices go crazy. Have a good one.